How did I get here? Hey, it's Jabo. I'm here in the Bricklink store section of my basement. And if you've been watching BrickTsar for any amount of time, you know that I've been collecting Lego a long time.
How long have you been here?
Long time.
I collect a lot of things, and I have a big collection, and I have a medium-sized Bricklink store. And this is not video is not to promote the Bricklink store, although I am going to be doing a Pablo. Oh my! I just touched my face. I hope I'm not spreading the coronavirus. Try not to do that anymore. Um, but anyway, I'm going to be picking a Bricklink order, picking a Bricklink Lego order. Get your acronyms right. I am a phone guy, by the way. We do acronyms. So this is for Jordanander. And it's going to be a really easy order to pick. But he also asked a question in the order. I went off on a tangent just thinking about the question, but I'll say the question now. He asked for a Pablo and a BrickTsar answer thingy, so we're going to be just 2-in-1 right here with this video. He says, is Bricklink a worthwhile side business for someone in the Lego hobby? And, you know, there's a short answer to that. I'm like, yeah, sure, it's worthwhile business. There's a long answer, and then there's maybe a contrary answer, like, no, it's not a good idea. And the long answer is like, there's all the different scenarios that comes up. So I would recommend not opening a Bricklink store. I think that's probably the best answer for most people, is don't do it. Because you end up having to get into other areas that you might not want to, like having a way to store it. It just depends. And the way I do it, I don't recommend for most people doing things by the piece. But as a collector and as someone who needs pieces from time to time, or my son needs them, it's nice having the things in the store that we can access and know where they are. But then it gets to the point where running a Bricklink store, you start doing things that you probably wouldn't do if you didn't have a Bricklink store. You start buying 12 copies of a Lego movie set that you have no interest in because it's 1/5 the part out value is 5 times what the set costs. You just do things like that, and you get 7 copies of the train promotion, although I don't intend to put any of those in the store. I actually do like that promotion, and it's a good source of train wheels and black pieces, so none of those you'll see in the store. Things can change in the future, but so yeah, you end up doing things that you wouldn't do if you were just buying Lego sets for yourself. So tell me what you think. I know a lot of you that do this do Bricklink like part-time, or you have a small size store, or you're just trying to sell some sets that you have, or maybe a few minifigures. We have orders pretty much every day, and most of them are small orders. I'm not a bigger store. I couldn't make a living off of the amount of sales that we have, but I do make enough that the IRS takes notice. And that leads us to another BrickTsar answer thingy question. We're going to look at just bricks question. How would you recommend going about taxes with Bricklink? And this is why I don't want to do Bricklink. I hate taxes. I learned how to do taxes when I was a teenager, working at Six Flags. My sister showed me how to do the taxes, and I thought, oh my, this is easy. And then as my life things changed, like getting married and having children, a few things changed, and then being able to count certain contributions. But even with like doing the schedule, I don't know, the one with the charitable contributions and things like that, I still could do my taxes in a matter of minutes for most of my adult life. And then YouTube happened. And then Bricklink started doing better. and the whole thing just got complicated. And I am at the point now where I just don't like having to keep up with everything. I'm lazy, and I don't want to, keep records. And I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but it's one of those things you have to consider if you're going to run any kind of business, especially one that's kind of like a retail business. I think I would rather do a business where I'm doing contract work or something like that. But between keeping up, you have to report stuff. You have to keep records of the things that you buy, whether it be for Bricklink or in my case also for YouTube, because if you don't, that 100% of that income is taxable, and the IRS is going to get a large portion of that. And each year am I going to get a refund? Am I going to have to pay a bunch of money? And usually the last couple of years I've had to pay more. And so I'm probably missing some deductions. I probably should hire somebody to just do my to do all my finances, the financial side of this, a bookkeeper. And that's like, I get to the part where I'm like, it's complicated. It gets I don't want to. When YouTube started, I never wanted to have people working for me. And then Bricklink, I don't want to have people working for me, but I technically do. I touched myself again. I am just going to die of coronavirus while this video is going on. So I know I'm rambling, but these are things you got to think about. And it's like, I don't want. I just had a week where I've worked like 40 hours overtime at my real job. It's not a normal week, and while you're driving around the Metro Atlanta area, I have a lot of time to think.
Do you drive the truck?
Pardon?
The truck that lifts the men up in the air.
No. Oh, no. I don't drive the truck. Well, what I do is I try and help people get the telecommunication services they need.
And I'm like, you know what? I got a pretty good job. I don't like being called out for stupid things, but all in all, it's an easy job. It's a good job. It pays well. It has benefits. And sometimes I think I'm one of those people that I don't have the entrepreneurial spirit. I'm happy to go work for a company as long as they treat me right and I'm able to support my family. If you're more of an entrepreneurial type, then maybe Bricklink is something for you. It's just something that grew over the years, and you see, you do math in your head, and you're like, okay, if I buy it for this amount, sell it for this amount, and I make some money, I'll be able to buy more sets. And that's what Bricklink grew from, was me wanting to increase my Lego collection. We're a critical mass now. I have no need to get more stuff. I have no need, really. I'm going to make a video of like the themes that I want to complete. It's like, being that I'm a vintage collector, they're not making any more vintage stuff. So you eventually get to where you're done. And that's where I need to get to. So I know I've been rambling. Let me go pick some of this order here for Jordanander. So one of them is right here. I don't even have to go far. This is like 1264. It'd be amazing if I could do this whole thing without even walking away from the spot. So he got a Stormtrooper, Clone Trooper Episode 3 dotted mouth pattern. He got one of those. 2811. Oh, I will have to leave for that. That's back there. I'm going to drop the mic. You got the Indiana Jones purses for the Stormtrooper. So I drop 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 12. All right, and then one more thing in box Z7, which is back here. Oh. All right. Whoops. He got the Star Wars Droid Battle Pack. Set 3343. All right, so I got to put that in a box so that it don't get crushed. But that was the order. Those are my kind of orders. So anyway, let me rattle this stuff in here real quick. I wish all the orders were that easy. Thank you, Jordan. I think I'll put this like this. Better. All right. That's his order. But I'm going to go back to another question, DepyShepBricks. What's the preferred method of getting pieces? Bricklink, Pick-a-Brick, or Lego sets? And if you're talking about getting pieces to use for your mock, probably Bricklink, because you can order specifically what you want. I have, and as far as like things that we're building, like when I'm building the brick model railroader things, the first thing I do is look in my own Bricklink store. Then I look in Lego sets that if I need mass quantities, I look at Lego sets that have those parts, and I buy them and I part them out, and I take the parts I want and put the rest in my store. Pick-a-Brick-Wall, not usually. Pick-a-Brick-Wall will have tiles, which I like getting the tiles sometimes, but they don't usually have the pieces that you need a lot of times, so, and it's limited. So Bricklink is probably the best for getting pieces for mocks. But if you're talking about getting stuff to resell, then it's Lego sets, getting the pieces from actual Lego sets, because they're new and you know what you're getting, and you can easily figure the value, and you don't have to do a lot of calculating to put those in. So I'm not sure if you're coming from your purpose for that. It depends on what your purpose for the piece is. Now, I have over the years bought a lot of used lots because I was always trying to complete vintage sets, and so I came from a perspective of buying because I was trying to get sets that were old and discontinued, and I realized after trying to get a bunch of them that it was better to buy big lots of a bunch of stuff and then trying to piece things together than buying the individual sets on eBay. So that's how I got a lot of the vintage Lego sets, is just buying collections. And then sometimes I would see a lot on eBay that had parts that I needed to finish some of those sets, and I would just get the lot, even though it wouldn't perhaps be a complete set or something. But I don't recommend that as like for somebody that's reselling. I think used is just a hassle, and I think most of the people that do well with used are either dividing it up by color, they're not worrying about looking for specific pieces and listing individual pieces. They're just selling, like either doing like a pick-a-brick at their store or just selling it by pound on eBay. Now, it's weird. There's actually people that buy lots on eBay and then turn around and sell it on eBay. I don't have any interest in doing that kind of stuff. But thinking back in my life, and I've worked since I was 11 years old. I've had a job. And technically I have 3 jobs right now. I have my phone company job, I have YouTube, and I have Bricklink. And if two of those had to go away, it would be YouTube and Bricklink. Because I can still collect Lego without having Bricklink. I can still collect Lego and play with trains without having YouTube. They're not necessary in my life. And there's no point in complicating things. So I'm going to do a video of like, I need to kind of go through like prioritizing what things I want to look forward to doing with Lego, and also perhaps YouTube. Did that make any sense? Taxes bad, having fun good. I don't know. I don't know how to summarize it. But anyway, Jordan, thank you for the Bricklink order. I'm gonna have to pay tax on that now. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm tired. This video, I'll probably look back on it and be like, I probably should have slept before I did the video. I don't know. We'll see you.
Say, oh, hooking them up to the internet. Yes.
You know the guy that drives the truck?
Yeah. Well, there isn't just one guy, actually, but the truck is fun. But has anybody ever been involved in a video conference? Because those are neat. You get the people talking back and forth. You know what? I drive the truck. Yes, I do.